What's going on, guys? It's Lego Battle Productions here. Today I'm coming at you guys with a review of my mock, the battle on Onderon. It's not Alderaan, it's Onderon. It was made like 2 or 3 videos in the Clone Wars or episodes, and basically the Jedi were training the rebels there so they could fight back at the Separatists, but instead I kind of twisted it a little bit, and the clones actually are helping the rebels, although there are no rebels in this mock, but there are clones that you can see in the background. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it. There is a lot of details in this mock. This is my best mock yet, in my opinion. This took the most work, time, money. I think altogether I spent probably $400 on this mock, but this mock, it probably, if I were to buy everything, was probably like $3,000 to $2,000. Maybe I'm a little hard to estimate, but I know at least all the figures were at least $1,000. So yeah, but I mostly made back all my money because what I did was I bought a bunch of Final First Battle Packs, sold the buildings, got the figures. Although, right now, if you want to help support me, I do have like 60 Final First Troopers on Bricklink. They're actually a pretty fair price, and they're also 10% off right now. And I have updated my Bricklink store, so if you guys want to help support me, please go there. I'm, again, 10% off on everything. I have pretty fair prices, mostly below the minimum quality. But yeah, I have 2 more of these, one down there, then one is in my room right now. I'm labeling them in the process. Very bad handwriting, but yeah, that's kind of how I'm doing this system. I'll probably make another video on that. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to start here in the little city. It's a city, but as you can see, it's kind of the end of the city to go into the forest where the battle is actually happening. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this building. So this building is kind of falling apart on me. I have to fix this and push them farther together. But anyways, this is going to be the front of it so you guys can see it. This is more like, I don't want to say church, but it kind of gives me Sith temple vibes, especially if you come from the back right here in that red stained glass window. It kind of gives me the kind of the Sith temple vibes. And then if we open up the top here, you can see it's kind of a little office with a chair, and then just these steps coming up to the top here. And then down there's 2 commando droids kind of defending it or guarding it. And then we have 2 droids pushing in a barricade so that these 2 droids carrying a gas tank can walk through. And then this AAT droid driver is pretty upset. I kind of wanted to include that because in the Clone Wars, the droids are kind of dumb and they kind of act childish. So that's kind of why I put his arms up. And so he's kind of like, what are you doing? So that's what I added. It was kind of a cool feature. And then we come to this building. This is another office building, but it kind of gives me bank vibes. I'll show you why in just a second. So I'm going to go ahead and open the first story. So it pops off. Here we go. So here you come in here. There's a little command room. And then some stairs coming up here. And then a little, 2 little benches there. And then a sliding door to open up the door. And then if we go ahead and put the top back on, we open the actual top. It's another office building. All this stuff got filled around. Let's see if I can put it all back. But yeah, this actually gave me I kind of wanted to do a little joke where I put the actual office from the Office TV show in the mock, but the building just wasn't big enough, so I kind of just made a little tiny office. And I just thought that would have been really funny, and it had like some of the I think it's like mega blocks or whatever they're called, and have those type of figures in there. I just thought that'd be super funny. But anyways, maybe I'll do it in another mock. But then there's a little ladder here on this building, or this little roof. So if you put it back on top, the hatch doesn't open, but there's a little hatch here, and then there's 2 droids mounting a machine gun, kind of firing down on the incoming clones. And then down here, there's a little alleyway, and this is kind of apartment buildings. This, unfortunately, does not open. It has little interior. I think there's just beds. And then some security droids there. And you come around here, there's 4 units, 2 on this side, 2 on the other side. And there's a little droid there. And then we get into this part. This is the last thing I did before I added the leaves. It was this crashed Anakin Starfighter. I wanted to include a spaceship into this, and I was like, well, I don't have enough pieces to fly it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to crash it. So Anakin always crashing his Starfighters. Then he's going to go ahead and go head-to-head with Asajj Ventress. So that's a little cool part of it. I think the back needs a little bit more work, especially there's some creases. But I overall like the way the tiles kind of used it as the dirt, and it hit in the nose of the actual Starfighter. So now if we come over here, there's also some pipes, kind of construction things. And then we have, I don't know what this is called. I just know it's one of the droid things that has a bunch of missiles. So it's kind of aimed up, ready to shoot. And one of these walkers. And then we come to the actual battle scene here. So there's a little roadway kind of leading all the way through till like you get to the plateau, and then it kind of splits off, one big kind of road and one tiny road. And then there's a little teeny tiny kind of walkway. You can barely see it right here, but that's kind of where the speeder bike is trying to come through here, and you can see a little droid patrol coming in. So these are, before I go over the this part, these are not Lego. If you saw my first episode, you know they're not Lego. They look like Lego, but they're not Lego. I just didn't want to buy 300, 400 of the droids and spend $3 a piece when I can spend $30 on 100 of them. So, you know, I was kind of working with a tight budget, and I think they look better for this mock. So that's kind of what I did here. Although these are real droids, those are real droids. Everything is real except for these droids, but everything else is authentic Lego, especially the clones. But yeah, I was gonna hop into it. So I added another river feature. You guys know I like my rivers, so the river kind of comes in through here. And there's a little tiny like bridge right there where the AATs come across, and I also have 4 AATs in this mock, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, so we have the AATs, and then just some droids coming down here to go fight the clones. Some super battle droids in the back, and then as you can see here, these droids are just fighting their way to the clones who are now approaching the river. I have 100 of these blasters and then 100 of the regular Lego ones. They're kind of mix-matched here. And you can see the patrol, or not the patrol, but the droids coming in, and AAT pointed up at the walker. And then we come across the bridge here, and this is kind of the main droid frontier where the clones are just bombarding them, and they're just running to go kill the droids. So you can see they're led by a commander, led by Ahsoka and Obi-Wan. Of course, Anakin is over there. Kind of the basics. Then we have a clone tank. That's the other thing that's not Lego. I forgot to tell you. I had this for a while. It's some of the parts are Lego, some of the parts aren't. Just another thing I kind of just got for free in one of my things. So that's what it is. And then there's another 501st kind of battalion, not battalion, but patrol. I don't know the words, the military words, but just a group of clones moving right. So they're kind of trying to flank the droids. They're moving left and right, and then come up the middle with full force. And we have 2 walkers here, one from 2013 or 2014, one from 2019. And then they're custom with the regular 501st bodies here with the jet trooper body, and then the regular legs. And then you have one of these scout trooper helmets that I added. I think they're phase 1, but it doesn't really matter in my opinion. But yeah, I actually like this mock a lot. I'll show you guys the plateau. The plateau was kind of the first thing I built. It was the buildings, the plateau, and then everything else kind of scattered in. This mock was technically finished 3 weeks ago, but I ordered the branches or the limbs from Lego.com on Pick-a-Brick because they're 22 cents on Bricklane for like 50 of them, and I was like, okay, well, I need 400. And so it was like 30 cents just to get 400 plus shipping. I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna buy it off Lego.com and then just resell them when I'm done. That way I can pretty much just make back my money plus like maybe $1. So technically it's profit, but you know, I just like to do it because of the video. And I ordered 400 of them, and this is what I have left. I think maybe 30 or 40. So I actually estimated pretty well. I thought I was gonna need more, but actually I was perfect around the money. And I was about to order like another 200 more because I didn't want to wait 30 more days in order to get them, and I was like, you know what? But then luckily they came today, so I actually did finish it today. But there's one speeder bike. I wanted to include some more speeder bikes. I just didn't have enough room. And then we come over to the plateau. We have one file for a sniper there, and they kind of have a jetpack trooper squad coming in here. Some custom weapons, some that are not technically in Clone Wars, but just added them. Some cool weapons I had. And over here is one of my favorite parts. You guys know I don't like memeing in my mocks that much, but I had to add some Tusken Raiders kind of drinking something, getting drunk with a little fire over there. And there's another Tusken Raider that's joining the clones in battle. So I thought that was actually pretty cool. And then, so how I made the plateaus, I built up, and then added some plates, and then added some bricks going down. I think if I can show you guys upwards, you can kind of see I built off the plates. So there's kind of no backside here. Although there's a black border on the other side, if you can see it. So that's kind of what's going on here. But here, there's not a border. I added the old AAT, kind of like an old droid bunker. You can see the sandbags are covering the entrance, and there's little, I don't know what they're called, Jawa, that's what it's called. Kind of scavenging parts on the old AAT. So just a little cool thing I wanted to add into this mock. But that's pretty much it. It's not big, but it's in my opinion, it's probably one of my best mocks I've made. A lot of detail, a lot of different techniques going into the mock. Probably my most detailed mock. Again, I just think that it's gonna take experience, but I'm just getting better and better and better through building my own mocks. I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, but that's just kind of how I feel. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But I think the mocks are just going to keep getting better and better. Again, I said I'm going to try and do one every 2 or 3 months. So that's probably going to be 4 or 5 mocks in a year. My next mock, don't know what's going to be. I'm kind of want to do something besides Clone Wars. I'm thinking about maybe just selling all the parts on this table to buy new parts to build something else. I want to do a Hoth mock, but I don't know about that because I need to get more troopers. Again, we'll see what comes out in the future summer or near winter to see what new sets, maybe another battle pack, because, you know, all the clone troopers I have are Final First and like 2 Phase 1 troopers, so I can't really do much there. But yeah, I would actually like to do like a First Order kind of mock. I think that would also be cool. I got a lot of the ships. I think that's what I was planning on doing next, and then I ended up building Onderon. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and see you guys in the next one. Peace.